I've lost over 70 pounds, and if I could go back to day one, there's so many things I wish I knew about the process. Mistakes that cost me time, energy, and even some muscle. So I'll be breaking down the biggest lessons that I learned throughout the process in hopes that it helps you with your fat loss journey to make it more easy and sustainable long term. And by the end of the video, I'll answer the most commonly asked question: was it worth it? Lesson 1, prioritizing macros over food choices. So in the beginning, when I first started losing weight, I found out that I could eat pretty much anything and still lose weight, which is true, but that doesn't mean you're necessarily gonna feel good and it's necessarily the easiest way to do it. I was still eating pizza for breakfast and then not eating the rest of the day. I was making terrible food choices at night. After struggling for months, I realized that if I just ate the typical healthy foods, the whole foods, the non-packaged stuff, my life would have been so much easier than if I continued eating unhealthy food every day. And that's the thing, in the beginning, maybe that is a step you need to start with. Just start eating less of anything that you're eating and then slowly go into healthy food. But unfortunately, for the first 70 pounds of my first weight loss journey, that's exactly what I did, and it wasn't exactly easy. Number 2, not doing any cardio. I realized that a deficit made me lose weight. I didn't think about what I could do to make it easier, right? If I tried just going on multiple walks, it was COVID. I could have gone on a couple walks, but I stayed at home and I had pizza and I didn't do anything else. Yeah, so in hindsight, if I just went on a couple walks per day, I would have made my life so much easier. I would have lost the weight so much faster. It would have been so much easier to get down to that weight rather than starving almost the last few months. And the thing is with cardio is that your body composition is going to be better, your digestion is going to be better, your cardiovascular system improves so that your sleep could also improve, my energy would have been better. And I didn't know about all these things, so I didn't do it, but I really wish that was something I focused on back then, and I would definitely urge you to do that right now as well. Number 3, not lifting weights. So again, it was COVID when it first started, but I could have definitely figured something out and gone to the gym, lifted some weights. I didn't think about what it would do, but in hindsight, the eating unhealthy, not doing cardio, plus not going to the gym definitely affected the amount of muscle I had by the end of the cut. I had lifted before on and off, so I definitely had built a bit of muscle. At the end, I kind of looked like I was untrained. So if you have access to a gym, stop being lazy, just go to the gym. Number 4 is wasting my post-fat loss phase. When you've been in a deficit for so long and losing weight, your body's insulin sensitivity goes way up. And when that happens, it makes it a lot easier for your body to uptake nutrition into your muscles. And when you're going to the gym, that will turn into being able to build muscle more efficiently, get stronger really quickly, etc., etc. And if you do this carefully, you would build a lot of muscle and not put on any fat. But unfortunately, what I did was I started eating back at maintenance right at the end of my cut, and I just put on a lot of fat right back on, which kind of undid like about 2 of the last months of my weight loss progress, which is quite unfortunate, especially when the last 2 months are the most grueling usually. So yeah, in hindsight, I would be really meticulous at the end of my weight loss journey and kind of treat it like I kind of still have 2 more months to go, because those 2 months can be golden if you do it correctly. Now for the big question, was it worth it? Now I'll answer this in 2 parts. First, when I lost my initial 70 pounds before having any muscle, it did a lot of good things for me. Number 1, I realized that a lot of men give you a lot more respect when you're more fit. You have to experience it for yourself. You just get acknowledged more often, you get taken more seriously. And I think it's fair. If you can't control what goes into your mouth, then it's clear that you don't have a lot of discipline and you don't care about yourself. And that translates to how other people treat you, because they're treating you pretty similar to how you're treating yourself. So that was one aspect that was pretty cool. Another aspect was just feeling better. I wasn't as tired all the time. I felt a lot lighter. Clothes fit a lot nicer. My belly wasn't sticking out. It wasn't squishing into my pants when I sat down. It was nice. I learned a lot of things on the way. I learned that even your closest friends and family will secretly want to sabotage your progress because it exposes their own self-esteem issues. The ones that are overweight are usually the ones making comments. And that was a really big eye-opener for me. And aside from that, I learned a lot of discipline. I learned how to take a problem into my own hands and fix it and deal with it. And that was a big life-changing few months for me. Now, from getting skinny to shredded, was that worth it? I think that was much harder to do, getting around 10% body fat. And I think that was also really worth it. I think every man should be able to look into the mirror and feel proud of what they see, which I'm sure is a really rare feeling for a lot of guys, right? But that feeling is like just waking up in the morning, going to the washroom, looking in the mirror and just being like, wow, I did that. I was able to build that. I think it's an amazing feeling, and it really, as shallow as it may seem, because it's surface level, it is a really rewarding feeling that I wish every guy could feel at least once in their life. So was it worth losing the weight and getting fit? 1000%. And if I was in the same spot a couple years ago in another life, I would do it again. 100% I would do it again. And I hope everyone that has had a hard time doing what I was able to do, I hope you can figure it out, and I hope that you can feel the same feelings that I felt going from overweight to fit, because it really is unmatched and there's a reason for that. And if you need help doing the same thing, click the first link in the description below. I'm an online fitness coach and I help people do exactly what I did without making all the mistakes that I did. So click the button and I'll talk to you soon.